So we are very happy to have you with us, sir. On behalf of BBC, we welcome you again, sir. Parts.
Thank you, Kavya, for the kind introduction. So we will start the presentation. So today's presentation is all about positive mindset, right? So here I want to ask few questions. Okay. Um, why did you join the presentation? So in the Google form, you already filled a few things, but is it the real reason, or like you have something more you want to learn? Okay, that you need to answer to yourself before sitting in this presentation, correct? So why is it required? I will tell you why is it required. For that, first let me prepare your mindset. This is the roadmap that we are going to talk today. First, I will try to prepare your mindset for this presentation. Then we will have some learning points. Okay, I have come up with 7 learning points for today. First step is asking questions. So that is under analysis mode. Second point is we will talk about how does mind work. That comes under understanding part. The step 3 is we'll talk about how to improve productivity, and step 4 we'll talk about the methods of mind control. In 5 we'll talk about cycle of learning mode, and in 6 we will try to link everything with basically your mind and your energy levels with health. And in the seventh point we'll talk about applicability to other concepts as well, apart from this positive mindset. Okay. So the first point is preparing your mindset, right? And I was asking you a question: um, why do you want to attend this webinar? Now, if you have something to learn from this webinar, then definitely you would have come up with some positive mindset to this meeting, right? So if you have the reason why you want to attend this, then definitely you will come up with some positive mindset. I hope everyone has come up with some positive mindset to this meeting. If not, try to prepare your minds that you are here to learn something, and you will definitely give your 100% to this meeting. Okay. But don't tell me that okay, I don't have any positive mindset, so that's why I've come here to get some positive mindset. So that's where I want to talk about the truth related to positive mindset. That is, see, uh, for for each and everyone there is some level of positive mindset already present, correct? But maybe you have come to this meeting to enhance that positive mindset, but the level of positive mindset would be different from person to person. That is the truth, right? So you apply that positive mindset and try to listen carefully about all the points. Now I'm also asking you, are you also ready with all the weapons that you have? Maybe one thing I already mentioned about mindset, but there are many tools, right, which you can note down some points. So be ready with that also, so that if you want to know more about it, you can note it down, and then later on you can ask questions related to that. If not in this meeting, maybe outside as well you can ask the questions. What about your energy levels? Have you come to this presentation with uh, better energy levels? So, what do you do to increase your energy levels? Maybe you might have had a coffee before coming to this, so that you sit in this presentation very, very alert for about 1 hour. Is it only about coffee? Okay, there are many other things. What about water? If you have not had water for a long time, so if you want to take water and take even long breaths. Even oxygen is also very much important for you to be alert. Okay, so please be prepared with all those tools. In fact, Right now I am telling, but in the future, wherever you go to such webinar, if you want to take the full benefit out of it, definitely you have to be ready with all these weapons and tools, okay, and attend the presentation with the full energy levels, so that we will have a great learning, right? So one more aspect I want to mention here, related to listening. Okay, just don't read the slides. I might have written so many things, but just try to listen whatever I talk. Okay, but in listening also, I want to mention few points. So in case of listening, you need to listen what has been told. You should not listen what you want to listen, right? The second thing is, do not assume things that are not told, okay, that will also lead to a improper listening. And what could be the other things? You have to listen wholeheartedly. You should not have a judgmental mode, or you should not be under some bias. Okay, all these things will actually lead to some improper listening, and it might not help you to understand the concept very well. So try to listen with a non-judgmental mode and with open hearted. Definitely you will be able to take away a great learning out of this presentation. Okay, so with this, I will get into the actual learning concepts, which is step number one. Now, I want to ask lots of questions in step number one. This is coming under analysis mode. Okay, why I am coming up these kind of topics here, these kind of steps here. I will just explain that so that it will be easy for you to connect. The title of the presentation is positive mindset, right? So in positive mindset, you want to enhance positive mindset. But if you want to enhance positive mindset, then you need to ask lots of questions, right? If you ask lots of questions, then only you will be able to actually figure out what exactly you need. Say for example, in the positive mindset, what is the catchy word? Is it positive or is it mind? What do you think? I should say mostly mind. Then, then if that is the case, what is the next question that comes to your mind? Like, what is mind, right? What is mind, and how does this mind work? And moving forward, we'll also come to know. I mean, if you understand how does this mind work, mind, it will generate both positive thoughts, negative thoughts, and you will ask questions like, okay, positive mindset means I want to improve my positive thoughts, or in other words, I want to eliminate my negative thoughts, right? But if you want to understand it, then you need to know more about your mind. Then say for example, see, positive mindset and negative mindset, I want to give one example. Okay, here there is one interesting concept, that when you are asking questions, it's not about only improving your positive mindset, right? If you improve your positive thoughts, then only you are going to improve your positive mindset. Not only that, but if you suppress your negative thoughts, then also your positive mindset will be enhanced, right? Say for example, consider farming land. So farmer is there, and you would have seen farmer plucking some small plants, in the main crop, right? Why does he do that? Because these small plants which are grown near the main crop would actually consume some resources, and it will hamper the progress of the main crop, right? In a similar way, if you want to enhance your positive thoughts, you need to, like this weeds or like this small plants, you need to eliminate your negative thoughts, correct? So that is why we have come up with such kind of questions. So what are the other questions that we can ask? Are you right now thinking? Are you right now thinking? Think for just 10 or 15 seconds. I will just hold on. Okay, so yeah, interactive session is somewhat difficult online, and also we have just 1 hour time. So I will just think for yourself, and let's progress. So we the questions we asked is, what is mind, how does mind work, how can we control mind, if we can control mind, how can we control mind. Okay, apart from these things, I will ask some more questions which are actually interrelated. Okay, I will say, what is the biggest enemy of yours? Do you know what is the biggest enemy of yours? Then what is the other question that I can ask? Are you trying to understand? Are you trying to understand the thing which you are going to ask, which you are going to use it for each and every moment throughout your life? What is that thing which you are going to use it each and every moment and till you die? And are you trying to understand it? Are you learning more about it? Okay, now I wanted to open up these questions here, because otherwise you would have had a bias with the questions by reading the slides. Okay, so I have asked these many questions, but finally I would like to answer, why are we asking such questions? See, for any topic, if you want to enhance the understanding, you have to first begin with the questions. And to me, it is like, if you want to figure out some solutions, then there are two things. Okay, let's say you have one problem, and you want to figure out the solution, but the solution could be two things here. First thing is figuring out the exact problem statement. There is some problem, but if you don't know the exact problem statement, then you will not get the solution. But if you know the problem statement, I would say 50% of the solution is ready. That's why we asked these many questions. With these questions only, we will be able to take it forward. Okay. The second thing is, once you know the exact problem statement, implementation of the solution will be the another 50%. So what could be the conclusion? So I just want to improve the mindset. For improving the mindset, first I need to start with asking questions, and these are the questions. And also, I just spoke about why we need to ask these questions, and how asking questions will lead you to the exact problem statement, and from which you can get the answer. Right. So with this, let me move to the step number two. What is step number two? So from this question only, we should be in a position to figure out what is step number two. Okay. Step number two could be, so how does mind work? This is all about understanding. Okay. So in step number two, I basically see how does mind work. I will not tell in the biological way, or in any other way, but what I want to explain here is with respect to situations. Okay. With respect to situations, how does your mind work? If you understand that, then whatever may be the situation, you can try to analyze how does your mind work, and you can try to figure out what could be the exact problem, and how I can resolve it. Say for example, reading book for the first time. What happens when you're reading book for the first time? First, I want to set the context. Okay, here, the context is, if you read book for the first time, you think that you have understood everything, but when you read the book for the second time, then you will see that, hey, first time I have understood some 50 or 60%, second time my understanding level has been improved. Correct? So what happens when you read first time? Let's say in the book there are three sentences. So you're reading first sentence. When you're reading first sentence, what does your mind do? It will link to your life experiences, and it will take you to the life experiences, and it will start analyzing in those life experiences, but but while it is analyzing, um, unconsciously or consciously, you will be reading the second sentence. Okay, by the time mind analyzes in the first sentence and come back, you will be already in the third sentence. So first sentence you have analyzed, you understood correctly, but in the second sentence, you were having a problem. You were having a problem because your mind was in first sentence only, so you didn't understand anything about the second sentence, but you have read it. So when you go to third sentence, now mind is back, and now mind will pick up the third sentence, and it will link to your life experiences. This is one way to understand, right, how mind works during that time. Now we know a little bit about how mind works there, but let me say, we are reading book for the second time. What happens during that time? Why it will enhance your understanding about the book? Second time when you're reading, you will read the first sentence, but that time the mind will say that, okay, I have already analyzed it, I have already linked it with life experience. Then it will not take you there. It will, you will directly jump to the second sentence. You will read second sentence, then it will realize, okay, this I have not catched in the first time, and there is a link to the life experience. So for second sentence, it will go for the life experience, and it will start analyzing there, right? So now first sentence is also analyzed in the first time, second sentence is analyzed in the second times, and there is a linking happening, and with that you will be having better understanding. That's why, when you read once, second time, third time, that's where your understanding will increase. So this is exactly how you need to understand your mind with respect to each and every situation, especially for those situations which are not working out for you. Okay, that is when it will give clarity. So I want to take up another example, because it would be easy for you guys to link. um, what is the second example? Let's say you have set the goal. Okay, what is the goal? The goal is to crack some competitive exam. So when you set the goal, what happens to your mind? Is it your mind going to come up with lots of excuses and say that, hey, this is not for you, this is not in your capability? Okay, it will do lots of calculations, right? What and all calculations it will do, you need to understand, then you will come to know, okay, what exactly you are supposed to implement. So it will do calculations um, on your skill set, right? So for cracking competitive exam, let's say your it might be gate examination or cat or UPSC examination. Let's say if it's a gate examination, then it will see whether you have the right technical skills or not. Okay, you have studied 4 years, and your mind will calculate, okay, 4 years I have studied these subjects, and I have the right technical skill. Maybe I need to improve more technical skill, but I can manage that one. So your mind is okay with that. Now it will come to the second aspect. Let's say you will see the syllabus, and you will see that syllabus is very big, very huge, and now out of that syllabus, only 30% you know, 70% you don't know. Then what happens? Your mind will calculate, okay, 70% you don't know, you need to somehow manage it. For managing that, what do you need? You need to work out every day these many hours, and then you need to have lots of energy, you need to have lots of willpower, you need to understand complex, and it will calculate with respect to the availability of time, everything, right? So you know that it will calculate all these things, but now the question is, if you don't have those things registered in your mind. Let's say, for example, yeah, it will be asking about the energy levels. Okay, and per day it will ask you to study for about nine hours or something like that. But if you have not done it any time before, then it's not registered in your mind, and your mind will not give you positive thing. It will definitely come up with an excuse saying that, hey, you have never done this task, 9 hours study is not possible for you. But at that time, to overcome that, you need more willpower. And then again, the willpower also, it will say, hey, have you ever worked on how to improve your willpower? You have never worked on. So there is no register, there is no register that is there in my memory. So how can I say that it is possible for you? So mind will start pushing you back, correct? But if you have done all these things, at least if you have tried on a very basic level, then you will have certain positiveness, and then mind will give positive to you, and mind will be working in favor of you, correct? So this is exactly in conclusion, what I want to say is, to enhance your positive mindset, in fact any other thing, uh, here basically you wanted to understand how mind works. So in case of positive mindset also, in order to develop, what is the exact problem, why you are not able to have the positiveness. So all these things can be derived with this step number 2. So here, cracking examination, you didn't have any activity which will improve willpower. You didn't have any activity which will ensure that you have lots of energy, and nothing is registered. So what is going to happen? Your mind is actually not giving you positive results. Then that's why you are not having a positive mindset. Okay. So with this, we have to move to this. It will actually give the link to the step number 3. So I have named it as how to improve productivity. But from step 2, we came to know, right, that we have to work out on our willpower, and we have to work out on our energy levels. Then only the mind will actually be convinced. Finally, ultimately, you may not have to convince to anyone else in this world. Anyone, many people would be telling it's not possible for you and all those things. But why they will tell? They will compare with their capability, and they will be telling. But uh, they are not the right ones to tell. Only you can tell about yourself whether it is capable for you or not. But for that, you should have registered some amount of activities, disciplined activities, and this improving your willpower, and improving your energy levels, and all these things. Then definitely, if you convince to your mind, then definitely nothing is impossible for you, correct? So with that, I am moving to this particular topic: improve productivity. So here, improve productivity, basically I want to ask couple of questions again here. Okay, is it really possible to improve our willpower? That is a question. Even we will get right, what should I do in order to improve my willpower? Okay, then next question I want to ask is, do you know that human potential is limitless? So, what's your level of human potential right now? Do you know that? Because if you know that, at least to certain level, okay, there should be some reference, and from that reference, you should be knowing it. Then, then you will be able to take better decisions. And the next question is, can we increase this potential on a day-to-day basis? Is it possible? If it is possible, how, and what is the root cause? That's where I want to get into the root cause to improve your productivity. Why we Okay, one of the major crux of my analysis is that I want to get into the root cause, because there are many concepts. See, now there is a positive mindset, like that. There are many concepts. Have strong willpower, have patience, have faith, dream big but start small, like that. There are many concepts that are available right in the online, or people will be telling. But if you like if you think like, okay, I just want to have positive mindset, then what is going to happen with your strong with your strong somehow willpower? You will drag your mind to have positive mindset for a couple of days, then slowly your positive mindset goes down. So if you work on a superficial way, on a higher level, then what happens? this is what is going to happen. Just in 2 3 days, you will lose all the positiveness. But if you tackle the root cause, then I would say that will be going to retain with you for a long duration. That is exactly what we need to focus on. So I will directly get on to what is the root cause. That is, the root cause is your lack of mind and energy management. Okay, already we know, with the positive mindset, we spoke about mind, what is mind, how does mind work and all. So then definitely we need mind management. That is the root. Okay, that is the root. Mind management is the root. But what about energy management? I also mentioned that, see, whatever may be the activity, you need certain amount of energy to execute it. If you don't have energy, then you will not be able to do any task, right? So for everything, for, let's say, even if you take to crack the exam, you need to study materials, you need to bring lots of new skills. For everything you need energy, right? Of course there is a mind management, of course there is the energy management. Both of them should go hand in hand, and that is at the root level, I would say. Okay, so let's say this mind and energy management is the root cause. I just want to tell about what does energy management, in my opinion, that is how to gain energy and also how to retain energy. Basically, not wasting it unnecessarily. Okay, I will talk about the various sources of energy and what you need to think on these things and what and how to follow. Okay, and with respect to mind management, I would say there are certain tools which are present to which there are certain methods which we can use to control our mind. And here it also talks about how one should think in any situation. Already I am already applying this one. For example, for positive mindset, or for cracking this competitive exam, right? At that situation, what I should think, I should think like, okay, what is mind is expecting, right? That is how you should think in that particular situation. So mind management will deal about all these kind of things. And there is a implementation trick, like for all these things, how exactly we need to implement and all. I will uh, give couple of implementation tricks, but I will not go in deep. Okay, so with respect to mind and energy management, I would say these are the tools. Okay, so in the beginning I was telling you to be attentive in this presentation, please have long breaths, drink water and things like that. And coffee means, again, there is a sugar level, and and also caffeine. Okay, let's say sugar level increases in your blood and you will be very active. So with respect to just three things I've already told, what about sleep? If you don't sleep properly, then again you will have problem, right? In the sense that, let's say for example, you try out yourself, maybe you would have already tried out, like if you do night out for 1 day 2 day, how are you going to feel third day? You're not at all active, right? So when you are not at all active, you feel, in the sense, you're low energy, and also you're not active means your mind is not taking better decisions, not able to analyze properly. Correct? With sleep, okay, what should you be doing with respect to sleep? I would say there are many tools already available in the available online. But uh, whenever you want to have a quick recharge, you can go for power nap, right? So before coming to this presentation, you would have had a 10 minutes power nap, and so that 1 hour you are very active, and then you will be able to concentrate better. Power nap is one thing which you can implement, and sleep very well in the night. Those things are all there. I will not go to the details, but you are getting the point, like what all things you should not neglect. Okay, with respect to food, there is a proverb, right, that eat right food and think right. So there is a connection. That sentence itself is telling that there is a connection with your food and the way you think. So for your body type, you have to clearly analyze and keep it ready with you, that okay, if I take this food, I am not that much active. If I take this much food, I am my mind is not working well. Okay, so these kind of things you should be analyzing over a period of time and keep it ready, and you know what to eat, what not to eat. because these are all very much important. Right now you might not feel important, but let's say gate examination comes once in a year, right? You would have prepared throughout the year, and uh, there is a examination on one day, and that one day, if you don't take care of your food properly, or somehow if you fall ill, then what is going to happen? Whether you might be a intelligent person or whatever it might be, but you are not taking care of all the basic things, and you don't know what kind of food you need to take and how you need to be alert, then everything is gone, right? So don't neglect on these things. And with respect to water, there is a water therapy which they specifically call it as Japanese water therapy. So implement on that as well, and water will help you to remove toxins that you already know. So if you one of the reasons why you get tired is there is a lot of toxins in your body, and the cells are working very hard to remove those toxins, but they are not removed from your body. So that is one of the reasons why you will get tired. But if you drink lots of water, and if you ensure that there are less toxins in your body, automatically you will be very active and energetic. About breath, uh, see, if you have cold, for example, if you have cold, what happens? Automatically your nose is blocked, and also you might have your throat also blocked, and suddenly you get headache. Why do you get headache? Because sufficient oxygen is not gone to your brain, and the brain is not functioning properly, and you get headache. When you have cold, you will not be able to do anything, right? You just feel like sleeping only, and you will not be in a position to take better decisions, will not be in a position to do any activity in fact. So these are the things which look very simple, but I tell you, these are very effective ones if you use it in your favor. So then, coming to sunlight, there are many articles. Okay, breathing. I have given here some things which you can go through with this slide later on. Okay, so which will give some tips like why you should take care of these things. Okay, I did not move forward. Sorry for that. Anyway, there are many examples. See, with respect to food or whatever it is, there are many sports persons, there are many CEOs of companies who talks about having a healthy food diet, and with that how they are performing better and all. Okay, I'm not just telling this just out of my experience, but with respect to many other people who are following out there, who are very successful, they also follow one or the other things, something like this. So with respect to water, I was telling about removing the toxins, right? Um, and sleep, yeah, the power nap or yoga nidra, and you need to take care of your food things like caffeine or tamasic foods. Sunlight, okay. I was talking about sunlight. Sunlight, we can relate easily with energy management and mind management, right? See, sunlight is also giving some sort of energy to you. Okay, that is clear. But what about mind management with sunlight? There are many articles. So in that article, it will talk about how it will boost your mind mood, and how it will make your mind very active. Okay, there are many articles in the online. Go through that. So for sunlight, you can expose yourself in the early morning or late evening to get that benefit. In all these things, one of the things which I stress is do with mindfulness act. That do with that positive mindset, that if you expose yourself to sunlight, definitely you are going to get the benefit, and you already know the benefits. Okay, but now while you're exposing to sunlight, you are just thinking on those advantages, and you're thinking on those advantages, and you're basically receiving that sunlight with that positive mindset. That itself will become that mindfulness act, that will be more powerful. Okay, Okay, next thing I want to talk about is the sexual energies, because not much people are talking about this. Very few people are talking about this. There is a huge connection with your mind and energy management here. Um, like this food appetite, sexual appetite is also common, right? You cannot anyway avoid it. But um, this sexual energy is made out of many other energies, like your food, water, breath. Many other energies are yeah, many other energies are included to create this energy. But if you waste it, then lots of energy is removed from your body. Okay, that is with respect to energy. But what about with respect to mind? There are many articles again. Okay, uh, there is one article called sexual transmutation, where it will talk about from pleasure to willpower. Okay, this is just by retaining, or just by utilizing this sexual energy with the right or in a right way, you will be able to improve your willpower. And it is also talking about connection of your sexual energy with your creativity as well. So what I would say is, just keep it optimum, and see that how you're getting benefit, and I hope everything will be all right with this. So next thing is physical activity. Okay, physical activity, uh, you might say that, okay, if I do physical activity, okay, I will lose lots of energy. But it's like the amount of energy that you utilize there, you invest there to do physical activity, will help you to gain more energy. So this physical activity could be anything. It could be jogging, walking, or yoga, dance, sports, anything. But I would say physical activity is one powerful thing, because it's coming in all in one package kind of thing. Because if you do, let's say for example, jogging, if you go outside and do, you would have taken care of your sunlight, and you would have taken care of your oxygen levels also, because you would be breathing heavily. And then, because you are going to sweat, you will lose toxins, and then with that you will be thirsty, you will drink lots of water, and you will also get good sleep. So many things will be taken. So just maybe for some half an hour every day, if you implement physical activity itself, your overall well-being is very good, and with that you will be very much active and energetic. And with that, you will be able to take better decisions. See this, whenever I talk about this energy, this is not only related to your body. Okay, it is also related to your mind, right? Because mm, you will have two kinds of actually fatigue. One is your body, because of body is tired, you're feeling fatigue, or sometimes your mind is tired, and that's why you're feeling fatigue, right? So physical activity will improve energy levels, means for your both body and mind, it will be improving. Anyway, you know that body and mind are interconnected. So if you work out for the benefit of one, it will help the other. So there are many successful things from successful implementations from the successful people regarding this physical activity. Okay, so now I want to move to step number 4. Okay, why I came to this step number 4? But you got the point, right, with step number 3. Why we went into that, how to improve productivity? Because if you work out on all these things, and then day to day you are feeling more energetic, then that particular thing will be registered in your mind. And whenever you set a goal, like cracking some competitive exams, then obviously your mind will check on those registered items, like your energy levels, everything. Then, and definitely the mind would work in favor of you. That is why we have spoken about step number 3, where it is all about improving your productivity. Okay, day to day, if you have shown, if you have convinced your mind that you are working at a good productive level, definitely when you set a bigger goals, that time it will give you the positiveness. Okay, by that way only you will actually get the positive mindset, right? So Another step 4 here, why I want to talk about this is, for you might say that so you have told many implementation or many things to implement with respect to water and all these things, but really I am not able to implement. That is where you need some kind of mind control, right? To actually drag yourself to implement it and to achieve better results. So you need some mind control methods also. In fact, whatever the tools I mentioned earlier, right, in the step number 3, they're all also, that is not just the energy thing, that is all linked with both energy and mind management. Because if you take oxygen, then your mind is working very well. In fact, there is one link which I think not included here, which has been spoken by Swami Vivekananda, that just by implementing the breathing techniques, you can control your mind. Okay, so your breathing is also helping to control your mind, and your water, sleep, everything is helping to control your mind. Okay. So but I want to segregate this mind control in a more sophisticated way, and I wanted to take this as a different step, because this is one thing which is more powerful. If you implement mind control, it's like you almost you will be able to achieve many things in your life. Okay, for mind control, basically, why do you want mind control? Again, see, I'm again, you have to ask questions, right? Okay, why do you want mind control? What's happening if I don't control my mind? Okay, there could be many answers, but one of the things which I want to specify here is with respect to mind chattering. Right now, you're sitting there, but your mind chatters, right? It will go to the past, it will go to future, and it will be in present, and it will go everywhere else. And whenever mind chatters, what happens? You will lose lots of energy. For mind chattering also, you need lots of energy, right? So just if you reduce your mind chattering, you will save lots of energy. That is one energy management. So basically, you need to reduce mind chattering. By that way, you will be calm, and when you have a calmness, you will composed, and you will be more focused. With that, you will be able to take better decisions, and you will also have a better quality thoughts and positive thoughts. And with that positive thoughts comes your positive mindset. So whenever you move to one state to another state, what exactly happens? Let's say you are in past. That time you will be mostly thinking about your anger, guilt, sorrows, and things like that. And if that is the case, then you're wasting lots of energy. Sometimes, okay, if you go to past to analyze something, and which you want to utilize right now, that is good. But if you are going to past to just dig out on this anger, guilt, sorrows, and I would say your mind chattering is on a high level, and you're losing lots of energy, and your mind is not at all calm. And that is true even in case of future also. Future, you plan it, but don't have fear, anxiety, expectations about it. Just plan it and work responsibly towards it. So but if you are in present, all this stillness, happiness happens. So the main goal here is to achieve the meditative state. Your mind has to be very calm. So for that, what should you be doing? Okay, the first thing is, with respect to the methods, I want to talk about the physical method. One is implementing yoga or some pranayama, kriya, sitting postures, and all. And if I want to talk about the second one, it is with respect to mental methods. Um, in mental methods, I want to talk a few more things here, like concentration. Okay, concentrating on the tip of the flame, which means that you are completely detached from the entire world and you're focusing only on that. And if your mind is going somewhere out of it and you're dragging back to the tip of the flame, right? Then there is this affirmations and self-talk that you would have seen. Someone is playing, and they will be talking, they will be doing self-talk to boost their positiveness, right? Maybe they will, one of the examples could be, it's possible, just telling themselves that it's possible. They are trying to convince their mind that it is possible for them. Like that, there are many affirmations that also you can try out and see how it is going to work out for you. And another one is change of mental attitude. That is what we are at right currently. So we are talking about positive mindset. Positive mindset is all about having a positive thoughts and positive thinking. So whenever you get negative thought, immediately, like an observer, consciously you're stopping it. Oh, okay, this is negative thought which I do not want to take it forward, which will actually hamper my mind management, which will hamper my energy management. Just I want to replace it with a positive thought. This is the change of mental attitude which you will do it on a conscious level by observing your thoughts. Okay, that is like that. That is one of the ways. Okay, the third method which I want to talk is the spiritual way. The spiritual way means there are many inspirational and thought provoking books. There are videos also in YouTube. You can read that. Okay. And with respect to spiritual, then I was talking about Swami Vivekananda telling about breathing techniques. So you can implement those breathing exercises to bring your mind under control. And meditation techniques, of course, everyone talks about it. Okay. Okay, here I have spoken about meditation techniques, yoga, and all these things. Okay. They require they definitely require extra time, correct? And even implementing physical activity also, you need extra time. Okay, you have to get up and get ready and then go to some field and do some jogging or some, then come back. All this required some extra time or extra effort. Forget about those things. First, check yourself whether on a basic level, on or on the things that you are doing on a day-to-day basis, whether you have implemented correctly or not. Like I mentioned, water, food, breath, sunlight, and all these things, right? All these things you are doing on a day-to-day basis. There is no escape. Yeah, when there is no escape, at least that one we can implement very very efficiently, right? So target for that. That is, those are the those are at the root level. Why that is most important is, see, if you do mistakes in those things, you are doing mistake day to day, but the effect which you are seeing on a day to day basis is small. That's why you would be doing that mistake again and again. But think on a long term, so that mistakes will pile up, and one day it will look big. And if you want to rectify it, definitely it will ask for more willpower, and it will ask for more energy, it will ask for more time, more money, everything to reverse it. Correct? Don't give chance for that. Right now you have that futuristic view, and you are going to implement, and you are not going to do any mistakes on the basic things that you are going to do. Then once you have the good grip on that, then you can think of somewhat advanced tools like this, meditations, or doing yoga sanas and all these things. But if you are done this also, then there are much more advanced tools which you can think afterwards. Okay, with that you will become much more powerful person. Day by day you will grow stronger with your confidence. With that confidence, right, you will be able to have positive mindset. Then whatever may be the task, someone tells you, okay, I want can you crack this exam? Without even a second thought, you will say, yes, it is possible for me. So that level of confidence you will build up with this kind of simple act. Okay. So with this, I want to move to the step number 5, because see, I have told many things to you to implement, but while implementing, we have some problem. In fact, I will tell you, uh, who doesn't know all these things till step number 3, step number 4. I have spoken about food, water, everything, right? So everyone knows about it, but where are people failing then? Definitely people are failing in implementation aspect, right? See, people know that if they do physical activity their health will be good, but how many people are really implementing? Hardly few people, right? In, let's say, even if people are implementing, they are doing some or the other mistake. That's why they are going wrong, and that's why they are not able to achieve whatever they want to achieve. So one is listening. I already mentioned in the beginning where you can go wrong in the listening. So I told you to be in a non-judgmental mode and also be open-hearted. Another one is analyzing. So in step 2 itself, we did analyzing, right? Analyzing is all about asking questions, asking more and more questions till you come to the root, or till you figure out the exact problem, which is with the problem for you could be different when compared to other people, okay? Because their level of positive mindset or their level of willpower, everything is different. So but you have to figure out for yourself. Then comes the understanding. Once you have asked the right questions, whether you have worked out on it and whether you have understood it correctly or not. Okay, maybe the understanding could be implementing the right procedure. Okay, for example, I told water therapy or something. Are you implementing it in the right way to give full benefit or not? Okay, then the fourth one is the very important one, reflecting. Maybe most of the people will fail at this point. So most of the people, somehow they will drag their mind, they will go to the field, they will do physical activity, everything is fine, but they lack in motivation. Reflecting is all about getting the motivation, asking why is it really important for you, asking why there is a burning desire here, why I want to implement this, how it is going to help me, how it is going to help to the global society. If you have a strong that link, then definitely your motivation is strong, then definitely you will not stop. Okay, then that is when you will implement it strongly. So some people will bypass this reflecting, then they will directly go to implement for about 1 week or 10 days, then just gone. Afterwards no motivation, they are not implementing it further. But if there is a reflection done correctly, then implementation will happen correctly. Then another point is observing. What is the observation you have to do? Whether you are getting the positive results or not. Here again, you should not assume wrong things. Okay, say for example, I will go to gym in 1 week, I will get biceps of this much. That is not possible, right? You have to understand the truth. But there is a growth. If the growth is in the acceptable range, then you should trigger yourself. Okay, I am growing. But simply without analyzing properly, if you expect too much and if it doesn't work that one, then you are feeling demotivated and then stopping. That is also not right. So observation is also playing a bigger role. If observation if something is not working, you have to directly go back to analyzing. And again, you have to ask questions: why things are not working, what is that I need to change, is there a change required in the process or not? Okay, all these things are required. Okay, why I have told this one is because right now I told you to implement many things, and in implementing those things you might to go wrong in any of these steps. So that's why I am telling this cycle of learning mode. Okay, so with this, I want to link with the health. See, first of all, just assume your health is gone. Take the cold only, right? If you have cold, what can you do? You cannot do anything. Just you want to feel like sleeping only, right? Like that, if you have some ailment or if you have some problem, health problem, definitely you will skip everything else. You don't want to have a bigger goal, nothing. If your health is fine, then that much is sufficient. Like to that extent you will reach. So what I mean to say is the all the tools which I mentioned in mind and energy management improves your health. So there is a greater advantage. That is one of the bigger motivation. At least if you follow that from right now itself, at older age you will there are good chances that you will not feel heal easily. Okay, uh, so this is clear. I think I hope a link with health is clear. But I want to talk about the final concept, which is applicability to other concepts. Okay, not just the positive mindset, but if you go to online or this one, there are many topics like this, right? Find out your passion, do what 99% are not doing, do the impossible, dream big but start small, be unique, special, have strong willpower, do multitasking, believe in yourself, be creative, work hard, never give up, develop positive attitude, program your subconscious mind. There are so many things which are actually there, but we really don't know from where to start and how to start. Invest in yourself. What is that you need to really invest? Okay, they say start small. What is that small thing that you need to start? I would say this mind and energy management, taking care of your basic activities at the highest level, is the one which you need to start right from today. Right, every concept I can explain this with link to mind and energy management as the root cause. Okay, so all these things will be taken care if you follow the tools which I have given you, right? So take away from this presentation, we started with we started with, okay, I will take for 5 more minutes from here. um, So we started with positive mindset, how we want to enhance positive mindset, right? So for that, we started asking questions, and with that questions, we figure out, okay, we need to understand how mind works. So if we understand how mind works, because yeah, if we understand how mind works, then from there we can see, we can see that for the mind to get convinced, we need better energy levels, better willpower and all. So how can we improve them on a day-to-day basis? So I have given the tools. Now, when I've given the tools to implement, then I also spoken about, while implementing those tools, you might go wrong in different various steps, and also I gave some examples for that, right? So basically, here I am giving the step-by-step procedure, step-by-step analysis, the way you need to analyze when you pick up any concept, not just the positive mindset. In fact, it could be any concept. First you need to ask questions, then you need to see what is the relevant topic you can pick, and you need to understand it, and for that what are the tools that you need to implement, and then while implementing, making no mistakes, right? This is the steps I have given to you. And when I talk about the tools, I have given the knowledge on various tools, like how to retain energy and how to gain the energy, and also I spoken about the mind and energy management tricks. Okay, now the ball is in your court. I would expect all of you to implement these tools in a better way, understand them better, implement various methods, ensure that they work in favor of you. See, don't follow only one particular method. Or let's say if some method is working for other person, you need have to follow the same, but you can try the same method, and if it doesn't work for you, you can implement a slighter version, different version of it. But why you want to implement is, you need to ensure that it works in favor of you. You basically, ultimately, you should be achieving the wonderful results. Okay, so with this, I want to stop the presentation, but yeah, if I will take few questions here, if there are more